I made this bag and I posted a video of it, and I said that there was a mistake in the handle, that if you follow the directions you will get a 3-block wide handle rather than a 2-block wide handle, and that it was frustrating for me that it wasn't correct, and that I worked around it, but I didn't say how I worked around it. So I am going to show you how this is incorrect, and then I'm going to show you what I think I did for my workaround, because I did not write it on here, which I don't know why. That wasn't good. So I'll just pull this out and we'll start over, and I will go slow and show you what the directions say. It says chain 6. There's my chain 6, and I realize that when I crochet I really cover my work up, so I will make sure that I show my work. I'm going to also put something on here to make it hopefully easier to see what I'm doing. Let's try that. Sorry about the glare. Maybe if I turn the light off. A little bit better. Makes it darker, but we'll try it. Okay, then it says double in the 4th chain from the hook. And double in the last 2 chains. Oops, can't get in there. 1 block made. 1 block made. Let's get that over a little bit. Row 2, chain 6. Double in the 4th chain from the hook. And the last 2 chains. Now I have 2 blocks. It says turn, and then it says, I'm not sure what I'm turning. Turning the whole thing, I think. I don't know. It says chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double in the 4th chain from the hook. And in the last 2 chains. 1, 2. Now it says block in chain 3 space of 1st block. So here's the chain 3 space of my 1st block, and how do I get there? So this was right side, this was wrong side, and this is right side. Actually, it doesn't say what side it is, to be honest. Block in chain 3 space of 1st block below. I don't see how, unless they just literally mean the 1st block below. So that would be this one. And the block in the block is a chain 3 and 3 doubles. So that gives me this. I have this random block hanging out, and block in the chain 3 space of the next block. That would be this one. But again, how do I get there? I don't see how you could do that. There's no way to get to this chain 3 space, which would be the next block. Block in the chain 3 space of the first block below, that's this one. Block in the chain 3 space of the next block, which is this one. And if I turn it that way, then this block and this block go in the same direction, and I still have this third one out here hanging out. That's what the directions say. I cannot make this a 2-block strap no matter how hard I try. So I'm going to go back to where I only have 2 blocks. And right here I am going to slip stitch to the top of this block. So there's 1, 2, 3 doubles, and I'm going to slip into the chain 3 space like that. Now I have my 2 blocks. I'm going to chain 3 and block in this chain 3 space. I am completely ignoring row 3 at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do what? Chain 6. Ooh, well, no, even if I had chain 6 back there, I'd have still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have still had a block just randomly hanging out. There's 1 double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles to make my block. And now with my tail in the middle, because it's the only place it can go, I'm going to slip stitch into, nope, that doesn't work either. Oh, I see. I'm going to turn here and slip stitch where am I going to slip stitch? I don't remember how I fixed this. My goodness. I want that to be there. I'm just going to ignore the fact that it's not attached to anything right now and slip stitch into, but that doesn't put me where I want to be. I want you to be somewhere. Where do I want you to be? Nope. Let's try again. I'm back to 2 blocks. Take out my 3 slip stitches. Here are my 2 blocks. Right here I'm going to slip, okay, I have turned my first block up and I'm going to try this. I don't know. I'm going to slip stitch into that chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do my 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to, gotta hold my yarn somewhere there, I don't know. Now I'm going to slip stitch up the side of this block. I got my 2 block row. I'm going to slip stitch here. That was 2. 3, and into my chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into this chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 doubles. Turn. Slip stitch into here. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles. Slip stitch into here. Turn and slip stitch back to the corner. I don't know that I am doing this correctly, but what I will tell you is this. On my bag, my tail is coming out. When I feel this, I feel 2 blocks and I feel a fat edge, so I definitely slip stitch there. And then I feel 2 blocks and a fat edge, and 2 blocks and an extra fat edge. So this is obviously how I fixed it. Now I have to figure out how to write that down. So I did row 1 the way they did row 1, and I did row 2 the way they did row 2. What did I do for row 3? I already forgot. So this is row 1, this is row 2. So after row 2, after row 2, I slip stitch into chain 3 space of block 1. I had a slight interruption, but I'm back. So right here, I slip into the chain 3 of block 1 and make a block and a block. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Clicked up on something. Okay. Then I turn and slip stitch in 3 doubles and chain 3 space. Two and 3. I keep getting hooked up somewhere. It's just a random ball of yarn that I grabbed, but it's got some twisty issues, I guess. Now I block in a block, so chain 3 and 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Block and block. Slip stitch in chain 3. Chain 3. And this will be a block and a block. 2, 3, 4. Chain 6, 4, 5, 6, double in the 4th chain from the hook, double in the next 2 chains, turn and slip stitch in the chain 3 space. So that would be I'm wondering if I made a mistake back there. I'm going to write down what I just did. I'm going to write row 1, slip in chain 3 space. I'm going to go try something and I'll be right back. I thought maybe I was reading the directions wrong. I did read the directions wrong. However, I still cannot make their thing work. So you make the first block, this one, chain 6, double in the 4th, blah blah blah. You make the second block, which is this one, and it's, I don't know, and turn. So I make the second block right here. Pull that one a little bit too much. Turn. Okay. Chain 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, and you do the next 2 chains. Right here, I did that, and it's a turn. So that was a turn and that was a turn, like that. Block in the chain 3 space of the first block below. This is the first block below. And so to do it in that chain 3 space would be right here. So I block in there. There's no way for that not to make, okay. Back over here. I just slip stitched in this chain 3 space. Now I'm going to chain 3 because I'm going to block in this block. Now I'm going to slip stitch to this chain 3. So this is a block and a block and a slip in the chain 3 space. Now I'm going to turn and again slip stitch back to the side. I do not personally think that it is possible to make a 2, and please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, to make a 2 block corner to corner. I think you have to have at least 3. So slip down the side. So this would be, and put my little asterisk right here, and slip stitch in 3 doubles, and then put my asterisk right here, and repeat to desired length. That's how I did it. I'm going to have to do some more research, I guess, but I just don't see how you can do a 2 block corner to corner, and I definitely don't see how this works out at all. If somebody could show me how that works, that would be fabulous. But here's my fix. That's how I fixed it, with slip stitches to get to back to where I need to be. I don't have any other way. I don't know any other way of doing this. It's the only way I know how to produce the desired result. And when I feel the edge of my, this has definitely got slip stitches, that definitely has slip stitches, this has slip stitches, and so does that. That is how I had to have fixed it. I need to fix my tail. It came out. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to put the written instructions on my last video. I don't know if I can link videos yet or not, but I will try. Thanks for watching.